Okay, so let's start with the big picture. We live in cycles. Our 24-hour day has a dawn, the sun comes up, midday, evening, dusk, the sun goes down, the sun comes up again. Our weather has seasons and cycles. The universe has cycles. Our mother's body has a cycle of how an egg is grown and fertilized and grows a baby. A toddler has a cycle of learning to walk and to talk and to eat and learn about the world. There is a system of learning about how to become popular in school, of how to form groups and to be part of a tribe, or else you'll be pushed aside, like in the wolves, where the wolf is left to die if they turn their backs on them. This is a whole cycle of life and nature. Nature can be harsh, and we have to learn our values and learn about families, and then we have our set ways of living and growing and repeating cycles. The madness comes when we think that we're progressing towards a goal, but we're actually just stuck in these habit loops. We're not consistently and consciously making the effort to set just one daily action towards true progress. We mistake these habit loops as progress. So unless you're one of a few yogis who are consciously aware, we don't have a daily practice of remembering. So we're living in the blueprint of our brain. Our brain has decided a blueprint which allows it to eliminate many hundreds of thousands of thoughts so that the brain doesn't overheat, so that we don't have to process and think about all those thoughts. But that means that we're stuck in the actual emotional cycle of a 4-year-old who has decided how they felt about the world. So that's fine, and everyone lives and gets by, but if you're going to have a life of progress, a lifelong commitment to remembering awareness, remembering to create an impact in every moment and an openness to life, being comfortable is way more easier than that. But we all miss the true feelings of being alive. So there are common feelings where people get stuck, overwhelmed, frustrated, procrastination, stressed out. The amount of stress levels in society is nuts, and it leaves a lot of people with wanting to numb those feelings because they don't like those feelings. So a lot of this is now we have a lot more time to think, and actually it's not quality thinking, it's thinking that is way below our individual potential. So the first time ever in the world we have the world's biggest killer, which is something that we can control. And we have the highest rates of self-medication, drugs, antidepressants, alcohol, food, exercise, and even addiction to being busy, overly busy and overworking. So there are some amazing platforms out there that allow you to rebuild your daily blueprint, and Passion Toolset is one of them. So I'm now running a 90-day mastermind class, which for around £130 a month, you'll get a full workshop on the tools of how to break down all those daily set habits, those habit loops that you're living in, and be able to rebuild new high-performing habit loops that serve you and serve the purpose and get you back to being more you than you've ever been. A whole community of to sort of mentor and support you, and weekly accountability calls. So if you're a coach or a leader and you want to feel more fulfilled in what you're doing, smash goals that you've maybe been procrastinating over, or as I like to say, the toolkit is literally a daily defibrillator system. It literally restarts your heart, restarts your brain, and gets us focusing on what it is and making the most of every moment rather than being numb to it. So if that's you, click the button below.